package, bro. No package, bro. Well, we got some books though. I'm all geeky and shit. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I'm relaxing, so I got the pillows set up because I was watching a documentary. Well, there's a few of them on this one channel. I'm not going to go and look at the channel, but it's about old bodybuilders and WWE guys. I just wanted to see who was going to be honest about steroidal use and all that, you know? Hey, Snoo, what's up, baby girl? But let's go ahead and skip right into it because I felt this is important. Because I was looking at them and you know, somebody talking about, yo, Red, you and that watermelon, you look at Kali Muscle? I said I was following him. I didn't update in like maybe half a year or 8 months. I ended up going to see if the notification was on, and it wasn't. It was just the empty, and so that means they bumped it off. I said, let me hit it. And so for the last few days, I guess he's been on some watermelon diet. I eat watermelon all the time, people. I want to be concise with y'all. When I say, for me, what I'm going to utilize, it doesn't mean everybody. If I say all positive or negative, if we go back to the old world, the way it was supposed to be, of course. But dynamically, DNA can be manipulated. We don't give that energy, okay? And why am I saying this? Well, metabolism. The food pyramid is a lie. It was designed. The woman that created the first food pyramid didn't have whole grains, didn't have flour and milk and all that shit in there. And y'all can look this up. It didn't have this eat 3 times a day BS, drink a gallon of water every 8 glasses of water, which is that's water toxification. This is established by this fake government. All right, and if you're still listening to this government, like buying vitamins, if they're doing what they're doing with the food, Hawaii, Canada, well, right up at the borderline, poisoning New York and all those states up there with that toxic pollution air. Most of those people, some people I know who used to run, they're like, Red, I'm having a hard time running and I didn't get the jab. I'm like, dummy, didn't I tell you to get about it? I'm about to. Oh, see, you always want, you gotta wait for something to happen. That's what's wrong with a lot of you. So anyway, metabolism. Your body cannot metabolize processed crap. You know, everybody's buying boxed stuff, but you're not really paying attention to the ingredients and the source. Like, I like to buy stuff from families that I can go and meet and research and see what's going on. But when they have big vacs and they have things that look like they may x-ray stuff, because you know most of your canned goods are radiated. What does radiation do? Okay, it gives it a longer shelf life. But what does it do? It removes the microbes. Are you aware that in your plaque you have giardia and all kind of different? It's natural, but not because it's not for the plaque. You get what I'm saying? And your heart is having a hard time getting it out. Why? Because your body's not producing enough K2, which is produced in the gut. And why is that? Insulin spiking. So how many of you are borderline diabetic? Because diabetic 1 and 2 are reversible. When I told my grandmother that, she was like, all them years of 96 nurse, I said, Mom, everything that you used to make back in the day until you started incorporating certain things, incorporating certain things that was not part of our diets because it was simple and easier and made the cooking for the big family, the second generation you reared. It made it kind of work. And thank goodness we are all pretty healthy and not obese. Very active. Me and my brothers, my sister got fat, but you got to see where she comes from. And she's not supposed to be. Insulin spiking is a mother. But what's blocking it? All this processed crap. You know, you've got all these plant seed oils. You've got, you know, grapeseed oil and peanut oil. That's not so bad, but the way it's processed, heated up, the vacs and everything else. And besides the fact that a lot of that's radiated. So they're extracting, separating, coagulating, and making this oil that you're not supposed to eat. The best thing that you could use before Crisco changed up was lard from animal fat stored and saved in the pantry. Serious, y'all. I'm dead serious. Because see, they made you believe that fat messes you up, when actually it's the sugar, it's the high flour, empty flour. A lot of things that you see made, cereals and all that, they strip this natural source, okay, and then they give you this refined processed product, which is killing you, spiking your insulin, messing with your metabolism, so you can metabolize what the food that you're getting in. So therefore, you have no fermented stuff you should be eating. I eat a lot of fermented stuff. Matter of fact, I'm about to take let me get my fermented skate oil, because I didn't take it yet. Check this out. I have about 12 to 13 different fermented things that I partake in. Why? Because you need that fermentation. Why? Okay, there you go. Why? Because they are like probiotics. They are microbes. They are microorganisms. Your body is a microorganism. You have microorganisms outside of you, and then you're going to wash your ass with all those chemicals, and you're washing off very important microorganisms on your body. They need to be there. You're washing your clothes. You're using too much detergent. Listen to me. You're worried about laying in a funky bed. How about worried about your lymph node and reason why it's not acting right? Because of all this processed stuff, radiated stuff for shelf life. And they've lied to you from the get up. And the majority of the doctors know this as well. So you go there and then they give you metformin, they give you all this crap that all it does is make things worse. And they know it. This is my second bottle, y'all. Fermented skate liver oil. I don't take krill oil because that's not natural unless you get it yourself from mackerels and stuff like that. It's good to me. It tastes good. Yes, sir. And look what I leave on it to remind me. Take care of your heart. That's a real one. Never used on me. I just got it from. I think I had it for a long time, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use this." I gotta wash this out. Delicious. And why am I saying this? Well, if any of you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, stop eating pancakes. If you're gonna eat grits, make sure they're real. Make them yourself. Grits are not hard to make. It's not hard to take the corn, break it off the cob, grind it up in a miller, and dry it in the oven. There you go. Your hominy grits. Not the crap that they're putting in bags with PBAs and PBSs and PBFs, all these chemicals. Stop eating Quaker oats. Unless you're going to get real steel cut oats. And that take forever to cook. Okay? If you're going to get bagged fruit, make sure you know the source. Okay? The thing is, if you're pre-diabetic, don't eat no fruit. Eat steak. Eat fish. Stay away from that goddamn buzzard chicken. Eat some turkey. Listen to me now. You don't have to eat vegetables either, people. Eat you about 4 eggs in the morning. Cook it in some ghee. All right? Throw you a couple pieces of turkey, or not fake shit. Turkey, pork, or beef bacon. You need that fat. Okay? Excuse me. Balance it to where it's about 4 ounces. Later on, have you a nice piece of sockeye salmon. You know, yellowtail tuna or something like that. Rainbow trout. You know, 4 ounces. And with that, no carbs, no taters, damn sure no rice, besides the fact of rice. Okay? So have that fish. Maybe have you a couple of boiled egg whites. The yolks are not bad because of selenium and stuff. Later on, have you about a 6-piece of ribeye or so on a New York strip steak. Make sure you know the source, because you know they're doing some funky stuff. Because you know who controls all the food. Okay? No, trust me on this. Besides the fact you're going to lose, and cook it good. If you're going to use seasons, use curries, cayenne pepper, black pepper, turmeric, paprika. Okay? I'm dead serious. If you're going to use any kind of a vegetable that's in lieu of between the two, use garlic, chopped up. Hit it with a little bit of honey. Even though it's a carb and a sugar, you want to make sure that it's just a teaspoon. It's going to assist you. And what's going to happen? Give yourself a day to fast. You're going to reset. You're not putting none of this radiated, no microorganisms. You know, use olive oil or coconut oil. You dig what I'm saying? Trust me on this. Now, if you can process sugar, natural sugar, okay? Your metabolism can break down the metabolites of, you know, fruits, okay? You see what I'm doing? Besides the fact that I usually don't drink or eat my watermelon until about 12, 10 o'clock. Sometimes 2 o'clock if I don't come on here. And then even then, I want to make sure that I eat nothing after 5 o'clock, no matter how many once or twice if I ate during that day. I want to have that 16-hour period of eating nothing. They call it intermittent fasting. But yet I still like to get my fats. I'm going to eat fish, y'all. I just don't want lobster. I don't want all the mercury and the lead. Now I'm coy about where I get my fish too, the source, because even that's a little tainted. But wild caught out in the Mediterranean, or what you call it, as long as I see it's coming from there, as long as I can call and I can confer that, you dig what I'm saying? And if my friends go fishing, I know where they're going at. Yo, dry ice, pack it up, 4 pounds, it's going in the freezer. All right. And I know you're like, he's eating a banana, he's eating black plums, natto, all these. I'm eating 13 different types of fermented stuff. When I eat food, I'm not gorging myself on it. See this right here? I'm gonna have to put this in the fridge because I'll drink some of this tomorrow and the next day. Even though I'll eat like 5 to 6 pieces of watermelon, plus the fiber and the natural fructose, because I know when my body needs the energy. And I do walk and I exercise. Not strenuous like I used to, but I do. And it's a mindset. So when I stated what I said yesterday, know what you're doing and what you're eating and why. That's like cabbage. I like to eat cabbage raw because of the enzymes. So if I juice cabbage, you've only got 3 to 5 minutes to drink that because those enzymes dissipate. Are you listening? And that's good for your gut health. If you don't like cabbage, go ahead and get you some coleslaw, but make sure that your coleslaw you get is organic. It doesn't have no caking agents, because those caking agents causes plaque in your arteries, and they're putting it in there on purpose. I am telling you right now, everything you see them doing, they're doing on purpose, and they're not eating none of it. All right? Now, just because they're perverted and sick in their head don't mean they're not thinking in that fashion with perverseness and with clarity. They know that a lot of you are confused and you believe you're normal. And I know you're not. You are not yourself. So if you're borderline diabetic, or if you're type 1 or type 2, it's reversible, people. And if you're fretting and worrying and you run into these people because you feel some kind of way, that means you haven't docked the fear. Okay? So enjoy. Don't eat a lot of that damn shit. Fuck them chickens. That chicken's a nasty motherfucker. The pork, if you're not getting it from somebody you know who's ran and raising them, that shit's coming from China. And I don't trust that government just like this one. Not one iota. Now, I mean, guys, they used to work out with them when they Muslim and they was using supplements from Joe Weed or this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you're just gonna take all 24 of them pills 3 times a day, huh? I said, you know what kind of casings? And that's when all the casings were made from pork. The capsules and stuff. And they said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, how long you been using those? Oh, about 6 years. Well, you damn sure ain't no Muslim. You might as well go get you a fat, greasy ass pork chop. Do you a lot better, white. Pop that mug with some cayenne pepper, black pepper, and some curry. And you know what I'm saying? Hit it with a couple little asparagus or something. It's all right to have some like Brussels sprouts, things that's going to spike and help your testosterone, like Brussels sprouts. Leave the spinach alone. If you want iron, get you some sarsaparilla tea. Drink you 1 or 2 cups a day. In the iron, if you're going to eat the steak, eat it medium well. You're going to get iron plenty. even though most beef today, depending on where you get it from, is 40% lower than where it was 10 years ago as far as the iron. You have to know these things, people. I'm surprised that people really don't know it. But somebody who was a vegan powerlifter and somebody who's not really a bodybuilder, who just loved being strong and hidden strength, you know, that ignorant strength, you know, I had to study and learn these things. That's why I got into the medical field and started reading all these books, my grandmother's nursing books, and building models back when I was a kid with the invisible bodies, you know, and the organs, and naming and saying, I wonder what's going in here that I don't see, and then looking at. That's who I was. Understanding about amino acids, but your body produces it all. The only reason why it's not because it has been afflicted and starved of the resources and its perfection to create those things. I believe we were never meant to eat. That's just me saying it. But we do, so it's hard to subjugate ourselves to believe otherwise. So I'm not attempting to make you believe like, I'm just going to stop eating. You know, I stopped. There are a period of times when I stopped eating for 7 to 14 days. Dead ass. Okay? Not the best thing. Because I'm very strict with it. And I've had some things happen sometimes because of the climate at the moment. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, Benji. Come, what's going on, beloveds? Hey, Snoo, I got you already, baby girl. Why do? Mikey Hill, what's going on, beloved? I felt it was important to come on and say this besides reading, because we really believe we got it locked down. And if it wasn't for my injuries, I'd be in a different shape. And not saying that I cannot do it. I know the pain that comes with it. Even though my pain tolerance is very high, I want to use patience. I want to be able to mediate and do what I need to do in the time being without creating more, well, the apprehension of more damage. I don't want to give it energy. But I'm not careless, but I'm also not over careful. You know what I mean? Certain situations, I must still perform and do things that could be haphazard, but it's all right. You dig what I'm saying? Just take my word for it, you guys. Get your potassium, get your magnesium, all right? But go and get blood work and ask the doctor, look, I need to know what my minerals like and if I have any food allergens. Because you'd be surprised, I guarantee all of you got some form of food allergy. You just don't know. Who's that? Big Jers. Nasty. Big. Okay. Notification from Big Jers. Anyway. Potassium. Magnesium. When we're talking about the heart, when we're talking about the function of the liver and the kidneys, it all affects this. Westside, what's up, beloved? When it all affects this. And you don't have to believe me. So I'm not telling nobody to eat no meat, not to eat no meat. But if you're going to eat meat to correct the imbalances, if you're pre-diabetic, if you have a problem, you know, with your metabolism, stop with the processed, the radiated. You need the microbe, the radiated canned goods. Get you a bag of beans, organic. Go get some damn beans in your house. Get a little heat lamp. Put it in a place with some Mylar and stuff so it won't catch nothing on fire. All right? Grow you some damn beans at home. You know what I'm saying? 3 or 4 different kinds. Men, stay away from the navy beans. It doesn't do us no good. It tastes good in some neck bone soup and shit like stuff like that, but it doesn't do nothing for it. So it's like another fake, because you don't need protein. Your body produces it. As long as you're getting the sun, vitamin D, and your body, your stomach's microbes are working and functioning right with your thyroid, you're producing vitamin K as well, you know, DMT. It releases in the morning and the night when your body's doing the right thing. Do not be taking no sleep aid. Trust me on this. It throws everything out of whack. Things they're putting out there right now, a lot of supplements. If you don't have a supply like I've got over the last 5 years, this stuff is coming from somewhere where you don't want it coming from. All right? You don't have to trust me on this. You can do the research, and that's all I ask. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people have a hard time because they've allowed religion, where they grew up, a perversion, or what they were forced to eat, clean that plate, and they've dynamically reverted from true conscious of knowledge, being fed in school a bunch of bullshit. Pizza should never be fed for lunch. Milk should never be given to the kids. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? And then you wonder why they're dropping dead from heart attacks if they haven't got the jab, Jew. Okay? And then compared to my 3 shots as a youngling, these kids are getting 16, 17, 20 something damn shots. What is like, have the people lost their mind? Talking about, look at my babies. I don't think you care about them. In ignorance, not in reality. I believe everybody loves their children. But in ignorance, I don't think you care. Seriously. Because all of us say, man, the hospitals, they're not ability out to her. A lot of us have knowledge of the doctors and this, that, and the other. And a lot of people can't afford the ones who are homeopathic and this, that, and the other. Unless they're good people and they know that they can utilize it, and they have foundations based on the fake-ass government, you know, keeping afloat, which they're not no more. The government don't want you healthy. But that's not the government's motherfucking position. The government is to make sure that everybody's healthy and safe and protected. Hey, Benji, what's going on, family? Chickpeas are good, but let me help you out with something. You don't need a whole lot of goddamn protein. Bodybuilders, weightlifters, stop taking that whey bullshit. When you take in natural fructose, you know, like not fructose, but yeah, from fruits. When you eat certain vegetables, nothing wrong with eating vegetables. You got to know what you're doing when you eat it. I would not sit there and eat a salad with a steak. If I'm gonna sit down and have a salad, I'm gonna have a salad. It's gonna have chickpeas. It's gonna have black-eyed peas. It's gonna have natto, fermented, 2 forms of fermentation, like 2 forkfuls of coleslaw. I mean, sauerkraut, because I don't have to use vinegar and olive oil. But even though when I make my salad, like this one salad I'm having this afternoon, I'm gonna have my natto, my black fermented soy, right, which spikes my testosterone like, whoo. I'm gonna put 2 forkfuls, roughly about 1.5 ounces of sauerkraut on my 6-leaf, which is mostly red and like almost rose purple. All right, little green. Chlorophyll is important to us, all right, blood, and also vitamin K's and stuff like that, and iron. So in that, and I'm gonna have my sardines or my mackerels. I like mackerels a lot, which are a lot better. So I'll have 3 mackerels, and then I'll put my very, very hot sauce that is 1,000,000 times Scoville-wise stronger than cayenne pepper. So the pipes are clean. You dig what I'm saying? But it's not going to be a large amount. If you got lion's mane, shiitake mushroom, oysters, leave the portobellos alone. Oyster mushrooms, phenomenal. You do your body, and that's a fungus. So that's in the family of fermentation. You get where I'm coming from? Microbial. Your gut needs all that stuff about alkaline. Alkaline is good when you want to be refreshed. Coconut water. If you get a coconut, don't drink coconut, because sometimes them coconuts be rotten on the inside, and 1 sip will kill you. I'm serious, y'all. Had a brother in the military with me. We out there getting them, and I was like, no, I like to see the top cut off where it's open, where I can look in. And guy was taking a screwdriver or whatever that poke thing and poking holes and putting the straw. My boy took 2 sips, and we was trying to recover from a hangover from the lighthouse in Puerto Rico. Man, his ass got to shimming and shaking, but he was saved. When we picked his ass up, threw him on the G8, the what you call it, the thing that the Hummer, so that we start the A7 with. Took his ass over to the infirmary. He went into phylactic shock. For real. I heard somebody talking about it today. I was like, yo, that was my boy. Be careful. There are some things out here that are very good for you, but can kill your ass too. So all that alkalization, when you hit that alkaline in your stomach, do you know what that alkaline does? It kills a lot of the microbes you need. You need healthy fat. So right now, the avocados ain't what they used to be. Trust me, everybody, we're all talking about it. What's going on? I got avocado seeds. I'm thinking about growing me some avocado trees, Haas. But really pay attention to what's going on, people. And that's for any and everybody. right? People really believe in their thinking with clarity. And I'm like, no, you're not. They be like, well, you had your coconut water with your lime. I says, yeah, I need to alkalize. But I know that I'm getting more than enough microbes in my gut. If you ain't pooling once a day, and I like to go 2 and 3, if you ain't pooling once a day, and if you do pool, and it's real funky, the microbes ain't eating shit in your gut. You just a walking stank ass needing embalming fluid and a goddamn one of them front suits can put your ass in a casket because something wrong with you. I'm just saying. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and share a little bit of that tidbit of information. You can research it and probably find a whole plethora, a whole legion of other stuff that can assist you. Oh, I'm not going to show you one because that one was in a box. I'm going to show you this one. God damn. Gotta sharpen it. Oh, no, I grabbed it. There we go. It's sharpened up. Oh. Grab the damn plastic. Oh, it is. Okay, I'm gonna hold it up this way. I'm not gonna hold it up face you. Well, you know, I have the PDF. The original book is very expensive for those who looked it up. And I'm waiting for, well, there are supposedly 10. I'm just want the 8. So I'm waiting. One, it's pretty expensive. It's $60-something. It's the last one I'm gonna order. The other 2 I'll get somewhere down the road. I'll just buy them myself. I'm not gonna, because y'all are having a hard time fronting a few dollars. And it seems like the regular people that always front, which I don't mind. And I just don't get y'all. But anywho, when you want to talk about this, see, everybody goes to this. It's the world tartary, all Earth, which I've shared with many people who went on and got many followings. But sometimes you got to get a little deeper. There's a little more clarity when you go to certain individuals who tell you they know about the world. You know, it's like the government. They have the documents that tell you who the Creek, who the Chickasaw, the Choctaw, and the Negro. They tell you. And yet and the Seminole. But yet you have these frauds running around. But nobody wants to check this fake ass government who knows this. But you don't know that you're more than that. Because see, Hollywood's made you believe that you were supposed to have feathers in your fucking head and running around with buckskins. That's ceremonial. That's back in the natural. And it was never buckskin. It was hemp and cotton. Motherfucker, we made clothes. So every time I see people with these feathers and all this other shit, the French man did that. War bonnet bullshit. It's not. I don't give a damn what's on a coin, this, that, and other. That's something they push. Because in all the stones, engravings, and everything else, it even had our diet. Why is it that nobody pays attention to simple things? And then I'm going to read that Emerald Tablet by that Negro. See what he threw down. Because, you know, a lot of these Negroes are HBCs and all that other bullshit. And if you was one, you went to school, and you just want to, that don't mean a goddamn thing. You's an idiot. But I don't think like them. But you was with them. So shut the fuck up. So, when we get into this, that's going to be gravy. But this individual right here, when we get into the co-creation, the book of Kishi, the space of love, and so on and so on, and yeah, I had to do it, y'all, because I keep telling people it's not a competition. I have books that I guarantee you nobody has. I guarantee you. And I don't just throw them out there because I want to see people act up. I want to see people come with their colonialist ideologies, their narratives, their fake-ass religions. And I want to say, well, you had to put it on front table because you don't believe it. But if you believed it, you would have never. And if I question you, you better know what you're talking about. If I go to Isaiah or Ezekiel, or I go to Bel and the Dragon, and I start asking about certain quatrains, I call them quatrains, in the periods, I don't want to hear. I know you need to memory. If you're talking about Genesis, okay, well, tell me about Genesis 1, huh? So the Book of Maccabees. What I want to know what you know. I don't want to hear the New Testament shit. I want to hear your testament. See, this is when we go and we get into, so-and-so wants to say this, and so-and-so wants to speak this. I don't give a fuck about those fake phonetics. I want to see where a person really stands, and if you are really graven onto your own image. How many times in the Bible it tells you you are God? It lays out the diets. And the majority of people don't even stand by. I'm going to say, oh, but Jesus came so I be forgiven. That's your ignorance. And then you got this fake-ass Jew, Hindu Jew, sit up there with the World Health Organization, talking about AI is going to write you a new religion. This motherfucker's an atheist, but he believes in a machine they programmed to learn, and now it is saying it's come ghost in the machine. Listen, y'all. Y'all better get it the fuck together, okay? I know some of you is hard to let go, but you don't want to believe nothing about gene splicing and what's been done to you by way of shots in the food. Okay? Okay? And I appreciate everybody who donates. That book was a little expensive, y'all. I think that was the one for $45, and the other one, I think that one right there was like about... That one right there was 47, 49. So I appreciate it. You know, I got other books, so I'm putting them all up because, like I said, we're gonna read it. We have a lot to read now. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the other ones to get in because I'm gonna rip back through these like we're gonna Terra Infinita. We got that one to finish, and we got another one. There's a fourth one. I gotta order it. I've been looking, and I guess the people buying it up so fast. I already said the name. You can go back to the video. I'm not going to say it again here. But when you want to talk about Tartar, the Tartary, the period, the importance of the life, there's so much information, okay? And I appreciate y'all taking the time to come over and listen. I wanted to really talk about the food dynamic, but everything else applies. Because within all the dynamics of everything is a reason. And now you might understand why a certain group of individuals were more or less cannibals. To which our people in Haiti, Maori, Samoa, they cannibalized the people because they were doing it to their people. They only did it eye for an eye, tooth for the tooth. The origin started with us, all over Earth. You don't have to believe me, just like I stated. The melanated woman can birth in any people depending on your diet, where you live. You can birth in a whole pale skinned family. Ones that look like these New Age Chinese, some other individuals. I'm serious. And it's not a nice word to what it's considered. But the thing is, that's a reality. All right? Again, appreciate you guys. Let me get myself situated and everything in about an hour and a half or so. 6:30. We'll be back on. We're going to get this read in. It's going to be a good one, too. And again, I appreciate y'all so much. They can block. They can do whatever they want. I already hit them in their head. I would say, learn the hard way. They got the numbers, right? The numbers dwindle. Mad respect, mad love. I'll hit y'all later. What was that, Snoop? Hey, Scott, what's going on, beloved? Well, for just under £2. You get it in the bag. Yo, bitch, you get it in the bag, right? Because that's how I get mine. I get mine because I love chickpeas. I like to make my own. I take chickpeas, turmeric, olive oil. I put in some fennel seeds and a little bit of Himalayan salt. I like black Hawaiian sauce a little better, but I throw a little pepper in there, and I like parsley. And I make my own chickpea, my own for my pita bread chips. Because every once in a while, I like to have, I like to have, what is that stuff called? I make it all the time, and I don't really call it what the Hindus call it, but you know, I make it all the time, and appreciate that, babe. I make my own. All it's matter of fact, I might have a little plastic container with some in there where I get my little blue from the Hopi, like my little blue corn chips, and I eat all of them with that right there. Oh my goodness, man. But I don't like buying the stuff in the plastic in the store. Hummus, yes, Jessica. Thank you, thank you, beloved. Hummus, and I don't even call it because when I was in New York, I used to eat hummus and eat I used to go to the Hindu restaurants and eat all the plant-based meals because I was running and I wanted to get down from 260, 275. I wanted to get down to about 220, 230. So I got down to 230 before I ended up going to Violin, New Jersey. Because like I said, running and working out like crazy, arguing with Sonnet and all them punk with their fake world history, moving like Asians, knowing this album with crackheads and homosexuals. It was just funny. Anyway, because I was always in Harlem, coming out of Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Then I moved to the Bronx and I was like, you know what? After doing the Guardian Angel thing and I was tired, started having anxiety attacks out of nowhere, wasn't being told the truth by a lot of doctors, had back surgery, some outside knee surgery, and I was like, you know what? It's time to change, you know? And I changed, and it didn't get better. It took a while. Come back to college and all that stuff. And then I got to the point where some people might say it's depression. I wasn't. I was so angry, and people could feel it. And my service dog used to come and comfort me, Charisma. And I'd be like, you know what? When I got married, because I'm not a Christian, I said, I'm married the way you want. Fucking. And sure enough, it's ugly as hell, the attitude and everything. And I didn't want to be around it because most people don't really know how veterans are. This was not about hate. It was about self-preservation and protection, and protecting them from me. And I was like, you know what? And that's when I came out here and I said, I gotta have some space. And I met another knucklehead. That one stepped out of bounds because I was really about to dig a hole. And I said, you know what? I'm too powerful. And I said, let me come over here. And I changed up the whole dynamic. I accepted some things prior to that, but I solely solidified in it based upon I ignored feelings, I ignored my gut, I ignored my dreams, I ignored everything, and I remembered everything, and I was like, nah, you can't do that, bro. That's when everything really changed. When doctors were sitting there going, how? The Ethiopian doctor was like, you come and see me. They just wanted to study, like, what's going on? Who is this guy who don't want to eat? He's meditating all day. What the? And they was trying to figure it out. That we call it meditation. That's not really what it is, but communion. And I knew what I needed to know. Well, they stopped coming around me. Even the chefs came up. What do you eat? What? You don't like the food? I was like, I didn't ask for your audience. Oh, well, my name is so-and-so and so-and-so. Yes, sir. I was like, calm down. Why don't you cook this for the patients? And that was in Utah, Salt Lake City. At one of the top heart, upper thoracic hospitals. And that was poison, mind you. Third time, I think. So anywho, let me get off of here. I'm saying too much. That's too much information for a lot of you. And I appreciate y'all. And y'all gonna enjoy this damn read because it's gonna get a little meatier. It always is, okay? All right. So I appreciate y'all. Hit the Cash App up. I appreciate you. I was gonna use some of it for mics and all that. I'll just buy that stuff on my own. I just want to get more books. Like I said, I got over about $1,000 worth of books to order. They're still rolling in. I checked my Gmail. I got some coming on the 24th. I don't know why that paid bookstore. I don't know what's going on with them people. I was like thinking maybe they're out of Hawaii. Thrift books. This is Prime. Prime I've been getting within like 3 weeks to a month. And even though because I gotta remember, sometimes I order like a couple of books and I'll be like, that's not enough. Oh, I'll add $20. Damn it. And then I'll order another book. It's like $37. Like a lot of the books here, man. I'm looking at a few $1,000s just right here. That's not upstairs. It's not over there. It's not in the shed. Definitely not in the shed. You know what I'm saying? And you would look and be like, nah. But then if you look at the price, you sit there and go, holy shit. It's just the way it is. And especially right now, everything costs more than what it is. Because on my Gmail account, it's always updating prices where it's going up. Like books go up $1, $2.50. I'm like, what? You gotta be kidding me. You know? But it is what it is. All right. So appreciate y'all again. I already salute y'all. Lock it down. 6:30. I'm gonna set it up about 6 o'clock. So look forward to 6:30. And we're gonna go on this. We're gonna read because there's a lot of stuff. I really want to read some of that countering the conspiracy to destroy black boys, but we'll save that for another time. Nothing but appreciation. I really appreciate y'all. I don't care what crayon color you are, what ethnicity, race, whatever you want to call yourself. I don't care. All right. So come on in. Y'all have a good one.